Next on Power. Nah. Next on Conversations with Cliff.
That's the problem. All right, now back to TD Jakes. Oh no, you should have said something. Okay, go.
I'm ready, bro. Let's go.
All right.
We wait. We following your lead, Reverend Deacon
Pastor,
Doctor,
Nah, we
Pastor,
good. Yeah. Go ahead.
or the fifth
what you mean you ain't
Episcopal.
said nothing? You got I feel a whole lot of stuff over there.
I feel it.
I'm
I
waiting on
feel
the
it.
combo to start.
The combo is
Whatever
you.
they said he did that shit.
Ah, ah,
Well,
ah.
Yeah.
well,
You
well,
know how she
Ah.
feel.
yeah, well, yeah.
I'm going simply off the fact I have seen pictures years ago with TD Jakes in the room with the president, in the room with big people. You don't get in rooms like that from being honorable. I'm sorry. You have something also in your jacket pocket that can't nobody else see. I didn't see what they said he actually did, so I'm not even going to front to y'all. I'm just joking out here on Beyonce's internet. But I do know no man is straight all the way. It's always something. And the higher up, the higher the fall.
Wait a minute.
Ah,
Wait a
what?
wait a
I didn't mean,
minute.
wait, I didn't mean,
No,
Yeah,
no.
I'm gonna need you to go and wind that
Rewind the
up. See,
tape.
chew that back up, chew that up, and
Hey,
gargle
So
that
we go.
gargle that, and then swallow that. Yep.
yeah.
Swallow
wait,
that back
I
up.
wasn't talking. I wasn't
Then
talking
gargle it.
sexuality. I meant straight and narrow, fellas. Straight and narrow.
So we talking about TD Jakes, and then you talking
Yeah,
about every
yeah.
man that he got
Hey.
some. Wait a
Oh,
minute. Wait a.
He's an awesome pastor, and if his
You
grace is to
ejected.
call people, hey, he still has a calling. But whatever they said he did that shit.
God damn, man, you standing on that? Huh?
She's
Ain't
standing
backing
on
down
that
from
shit.
it.
Hey, I ain't
Uh,
standing on 10. I ain't standing on all 10. I'm standing on all fours when I say that. You hear me? Figure that out.
I already did. It arch. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm so sorry. I was trying not to. I'm so sorry.
we the only podcast that's gonna get canceled going into 2024. But go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's the first thing came to my head. I'm so sorry. Come on, TJ. I'm ready.
TD
We
Jakes, are you
there.
ready? Are
Yeah,
you
we
ready?
there.
Oh, we
Yeah.
already talked about it. Okay.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, we
what are
already
your
talked about it,
thoughts?
bro.
What are your thoughts on the situation with TD Jakes? And I mean, if you want to include Puffy, I mean Diddy, P Diddy,
Here's here's
Baby Ike,
I go back to what
Killer.
I've said since I've been on the podcast. Follow the money. Anytime, here's the tough thing is about I don't want to down the people who are making the accusations. Like I don't want to say these things didn't happen to them. I'm not saying I don't feel bad about stuff that may have happened to those people. We don't know. At the end of the day, we were not in the room, so I'm not. I don't want to make it like I don't want to minimize their experience. But I have to always put an asterisk next to what you say when money is involved. And that's where I always have the issue. Like the stuff that is being put out there, it's like I look at the money, and when I follow the money, especially when it comes to black men who have prominence and who have the ability to change and shift the nation and the world's view of black men, and then all of a sudden they get torn down. And that's why I'm like, why now? Like, why did you wait so long to talk about this stuff? And usually, if I follow the money, it'll all make sense. And it's like, I gotta take it with an asterisk because, like, why are you doing it now? Why wait? Because now you got a platform to do it on. Like one of the dudes who made the acquisitions, he was like, I was waiting. Frat about Tyler
No.
Perry.
Oh yeah.
His situation, his thing was like, I was waiting until the what's that when they after you reach a certain point, you can't bring it up. You know, you can't charge. You
You
can't
talking about
go to
statement of what's it?
statute of
Statute of
limitations.
Statute of
limitation.
limitations. Jeez.
I was waiting to the statute of limitations before I said anything.
What? Well, if you wait until the statute of limitation, why say anything? Period.
And again, that's why I put asterisks on stuff because it's like you literally coming forward with this stuff, and you in your statement you say, "Well, I didn't want to say nothing until the statute of limitations was over." So why are you saying it?
So you are irrelevant. Everything that you're about to say is irrelevant.
Oh, you wait till the statute of limitations over, but that book deal ain't over yet. That new movie coming out ain't over yet.
Go ahead.
What did they say the TD Jakes did? Because I didn't see that. I just saw like the aftermath. I didn't see what was actually said.
That's it.
So they didn't say he did anything. They didn't say he did anything that Puffy did as far as the abuse and the passing. All they said TD Jakes did is that he's gay. That he had sex with. They didn't say boys. They said young men. That's all he said. He's a power bottom or power top. One of the whatever.
Power bottom.
Power bottom.
That man was a power bottom.
Power bottom is the world. I'm sorry. I'm
See, there's gonna be a lot of apologizing going on tonight. Just to let y'all know, cause they said that man was a power bottom. They didn't say that man was no top power bottom. They gave him a whole position. God damn. They ain't even leave it to the imagination. They said that man's binge is over. Been over.
I can't breathe.
Been over. I was like, whoa. Whole position that man.
Oh.
All right. I'm sorry. So that was basically what they said. Yeah.
Go ahead.
He was at a P. Diddy party. So here's the thing. So it's nothing other than somebody has a recording of where they say that in everything in the investigation with the Diddy situation, evidence has been brought that TD Jakes was at one of the parties and he was having sexual relations with, like you said, young men. And I don't even know why it was relevant, but they said his position of preference was power bottom.
Okay, so you telling me that somebody threw him in a situation that it made no sense to throw him in. It gained little traction. It was just out of nowhere.
It was big traction, and what they're saying is it was in the evidence, because the thing about it is one of the accusations that Cassidy put out there was P. Diddy would have her come to these parties and he would pay escort men to have sex with him and he would record it. Well, one of these parties, TD Jakes was at. And the person, I guess, giving the testimony put him in the situation. So now they bring that forward and they're like, oh.
My question would be to people would be, everybody had their flaws, right? Just because allegedly that man is a power bottom, that don't mean he don't have influence to bring people to Christ, right? Like, just because you have your own demons don't mean you don't have another ability to do good in the world.
So
Gotta balance.
what makes that a demon?
True.
I hear you, and I'm following what you're saying. Like I don't get the. It's
It
like
might
the
not be
It's
a
just
demon.
conversation.
it's
Yeah.
just another source of energy. That's all it is.
You
It's
know
a
why
low
I call
source
it a
of
demon?
energy.
Because you hide it. Anything that you
Okay.
hide, I would consider a demon. If you can't
Okay.
say it to the world and say it with your chest out, and it's something you hiding, it's a demon of yours, not of everybody else's.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
I
because
can
can't
go ahead,
nobody use nothing
Taylor.
against.
I'm gonna challenge that statement, and here's the only reason I would challenge it because I don't know what TD Jakes did, but I also it's I think because of me being in the faith the way I am, there's pieces to it that like I'm not gonna say he didn't do it, but there's also pieces of me like I don't know that it's really hidden. It's just I don't think when we say hidden, we take that in the term of we as the the social community that he's broadcast to doesn't know about it. I don't think that his family doesn't know about it. And when I say his family, I'm speaking specific. If it is the case, I don't know that his wife doesn't not know that it's happening.
Right.
And so when we say hidden, is it hidden from society? Because if it's hidden from society, I don't know that you hiding it. But if your partner in life knows about it, is it really hidden? Because the thing about it is, and what a lot of people don't know about the situation is, so TD Jakes, when people look into TD Jakes he has one of the best PR teams in the world. Because even if you go on right now and search TD Jakes, the situation does not pop up at the front. Like you Google, you got to go look for what's going on with TD Jakes. So his PR team has done a very good job of making sure, like, when you go look at TD Jakes, we make sure we show you all the good that he did. And yes, it's gonna be there, but you're gonna have to really look for it. The other thing is the way we see him in the social world, TD Jakes, like when you look at his family, a lot of people don't know him and his wife. Well, his wife has 2 kids before she got with TD Jakes.
Right.
And her 2 kids they're twin boys and they both gay. So it's like when you hear that, I'm like, it could be some more to the story because I'm also looking at him like, I mean, he raised 2 gay boys, so like he could have found himself trying to understand them and found something else about himself. And it's a sticky
That's a
situation.
twist. That's a twist.
That's a twist because being
Yep, too.
being a man of God, he's trying to understand them. But at the same time, society wise, people didn't know that. A lot of people don't know that. Like when I talk about it, a lot of people like they think all of their kids are their kids together. And it's like, no.
Right.
They got 2 boys that the 2 oldest are twins and they both gay. So I don't know. It's a
I
messed
live
up
in Dallas,
Hey,
situation.
Texas.
smell that.
I
It
live
started
here.
smelling in here. I had to spray some perfume.
I live in Dallas, Texas. I done been to TD Jakes church, and it's amazing. Like the sermon, amazing. The people, amazing. Just the feel of it inside, amazing. You understand me? Like that's a calling. But let's not play it down like those people don't have the biggest
It,
obstacles in their life to
Right.
face.
it's really, really irrelevant what he does in his private life. Really, it
And
is
Irrelevant.
it's only an issue because when you're preaching the gospel and the gospel that you preach is against a certain thing, and that certain thing is what has a hindrance on you in your life, that makes it
Yeah.
an issue.
Right,
Right.
Yeah.
Period.
right.
That's the only reason
At
that
that
it would
point,
be a thing. His daughter just went through something with her husband,
Right.
right? A year or I don't know how long ago, but people was reaching out to them, something about some with children.
Oh,
It
the Jakes
happens.
family savages. Let's be clear. Them some mob bosses. All
I
of them.
mean,
The same way the devil or devil energy or negative come after you when you trying to do good, It's the same way it come to those up high, but it come bigger. They devil is bigger. So don't never think it can't happen. But that's that's what's wrong when we try to equate man of God to perfect. There's no such thing.
Exactly.
Not walking this earth and you're perfect. It's not. You just have the gift to pass on messages, to be a messenger of the Most
But
High. You're not that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it,
it's simple.
it's almost for us, for our culture, for our community, it's almost like anybody in a position of power, of authority, we try to put a tag on them as soon as something come out. Just like we talked about in the beginning, where as podcasters, we should have a responsibility to tell the truth, or try to give accurate information.
Right.
Somebody put something out about somebody, a celebrity or somebody in a position of power. Somebody's always gonna comment and say, "I knew that. I knew it. I knew it. Just wasn't something.
Right.
Something wasn't right about that thing. I just knew something. I knew. I told you he wasn't." Like, we are waiting on the negative. We are waiting to tear somebody down, especially of our own. Like, and I'm not saying he did, he didn't do. I don't care personally, but it's like we just waiting on the drama. We waiting on a negative thing to happen to this person. They did it with Obama. They did it with, now they're doing TD Jakes. Will Smith, like, who cares if, let me go to Will. His assistant coming out saying he did this. Did he touch any little boys? Did he beat on Jada, the kids, any of that? So we going crazy on Will because he may be gay. So,
But
And I feel
it's go ahead.
the lesson to the story is we all have shadows.
We all have
If
shadows.
you go into it like your greatest, the people you look up to, your stars, your celebrities, your gods, whatever they may be to you, that you feel like they untouchable, they have a shadow self.
And
So,
and let
so
me
you
say
can't
this.
be surprised. You
go
can't be
ahead, Jay.
stopped.
You
Yeah.
gotta be, and the thing about it is, you gotta be careful, especially our community. You cannot allow this to break what TD Jakes has done for this world. I don't know his, and the thing about it is, we look at this dude. When I say his ministry has done work, I don't know another ministry who works the way he works when it comes, like, people who get out of jail. He helped them find jobs. Like, he do stuff that's like very disruptive to what they try to box us in. And when we take stuff like this and we try to break it down to where it's like everything he's done is tainted because of this situation. This ain't got nothing to do with this. If this man is not one of the most anointed people you will ever meet, because he knows how to move in different rooms. And to what Queen said, yo, you right. He's been in rooms with presidents, prime ministers, the four. And you can't get into them rooms unless you know how to move how they move. And at the end of the day, it might sound messed up, but in order for me to get in that room, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to help move my community forward. And and a lot of people are not willing to, everybody can't take on their task.
No.
So he if this is his shadow, if this is his demon, whatever, it don't matter. Like, you not finna, he's built a legacy that you cannot break, and his children, mob bosses.
I don't. I got you, Queen, and I don't think at any point Queen said anything negative about the things that he has done. She spoke on what is current, and what is current is what is now, and now is what society and media post for us to see. This is the light that they want to cast them in. Obviously, something has transpired somewhere that has caused a disruption. There's a disconnect somewhere, and
Somebody
I
pissed.
don't, yeah, that part. That part, what JB just said, I don't even think it's somebody got mad and
exactly, you
said,
made somebody in the family mad somewhere, and hey,
I'm finna
Hey,
tell it.
and let me put a disclaimer. I'm not knocking the man. I don't care what his
Right.
preference is in the dark. I don't care what he do, because I seen firsthand in his church what he do for people. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have my own things, but if I could say something to spark the mind of a young girl to make her get on the right, that don't, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to balance it out. Like you can't. That's life. We here on this 3D plane. We gonna go through things. We gonna be certain people. We gonna have our own issues. But what are you doing to try to promote the other side? Do you have a good side? Do you have a light side, or are you only living in darkness? Stop looking for people darkness. Stop
Right.
worrying so much. Everybody has them. We all have them. That's my
Exactly.
message. TD Jakes, the president, me, you, whoever. We all have a dark side. We all have something that we don't show the world. But
And
what are we putting out on the opposite to try to promote and try to build to keep things going and hopefully get things right the next go around? That's
And
all
can
it
I say
is.
something? Can I say
Go
one
ahead.
thing to watch? Watch this. Notice when all this started happening, it really came the trickle effect. All this, it may seem like it's random, but all this started to happen. All these things started to come out about all these people. Really, after Barack Obama became president, let's just really look back and notice. And if you ever listen to every president, and Barack Obama said it out loud, but every president has admitted it in a speech after their presidency, and they've said this. They said, my work really begins after I leave the presidency, because at that point I'm not locked into doing what Congress and what my voters have me say, but I now have the power of presidency. I at the end of the day, when they still get the briefings, they still get certain pieces of information because of the fact that they are former presidents, and they still know a lot of things. The quote unquote black book that they get in the morning of all the secrets and dirt that's going on in America and around the world, they all have privy and insight to all of it. So after presidency, they really start moving how they move. One thing you have to realize is, you notice all these people that are being attacked, Barack Obama brought them together. Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, T.D. Jakes, Will Smith, P. Diddy, all these prominent black people, they started to get together. And what happened is, when you see all them getting together, that means billions of dollars are coming together to make some decisions. And they can start making some moves that a lot of people don't want to see happen, because it breaks what they have always been able to do, which is suppress black people. Because what we're starting to see is, we're starting to notice black people, we really can move in the rooms with everybody else. And now you start to have these people that you were able to have them separated because you thought they were in different industries. Oh, this is media. Oh, this is church. Oh, this is cinema. Oh, this is talk show and philanthropy. Oh, this is investing. Oh, this is banking. So y'all really don't have much in common. But Barack Obama started to put them all together, and they started to talk. Because why in the hell is a religious multi-millionaire, close to billionaire, in the room talking to a radio, a music tycoon like P. Diddy? Why are they in the same room talking? Well, they in the same room talking because they both got a common goal. And once two billionaires figure out they got something in common, they can put their billions together and start making a whole. They don't have to come to your table looking for money. Now they come to your table telling you what they about to do because they got the finances to do it. But before y'all able to do that, let me start pulling y'all endorsements away. Let me start pulling y'all money away. Because all of a sudden, these big companies that were part of Revolt and TD Foundation, they starting to pull away. And what's happening is they going where the money at, and they trying to break the money, because these people are finna start making some moves in the upcoming years that's going to be very disruptive to some people who have always been in control. So we got to watch that, because I get it. It's a lot, but at the end of the day, you ain't gonna stop us. We still gonna figure it out, and they all gonna come together and get it and make it happen.
And to add to that, I'm not gonna go too deep into it because my thoughts is eccentric. I'm like a black eccentric. You feel me? Like I see it way bigger than that.
Say it again. Say it one more time.
I'm eccentric. You feel me?
Family show. We were just about to get put on ABC. Now
anyway,
now we got to go to Fox.
You didn't make me lose my thoughts saying that. We are eccentric. What, in the words of Great Hove, what do you say? They separate you when you got Michael and Prince's DNA. It would be unfair. Okay, just think.
Just think
if a group of people got together, if all that we've been through, and we still haven't fell down, we still haven't succumbed to the pressure, we still haven't. What if we didn't have no roadblocks in front of us?
We'll be back on the thrones that we were sitting on before.
We would have never got off. It wouldn't be fair. The race would be. So when you look at it from your opponent's standpoint, like, we gotta cheat.
You have no choice.
We gotta cheat because naturally, just DNA wise, how can we just by the way that the sun delivers its information through the you feel me?
Look, they have no. I can imagine them in the room like, bro, what we gonna do? Because this we losing control, people.
We have to sprinkle a little stuff in the pot and get to mixing. You feel me?
Put something out the goddamn gay. Make it worse because they used to gay now. Power bottom. He's something. A power bottom.
Once you understand it, once you understand it, it's like, sorry, and keep going. Like, it's nothing you could do because it's set up this way. And obviously, I feel like it was a time that we were so hard-headed, so stiff-necked, so impossible, so stuck on our own greatness. Most likely, we had to be shut down a little bit. I feel like we had to be taught a lesson at some point, because if we wouldn't have, come on, look at the arrogance in melanated people. Look at the confidence in us.
Why does it have to be arrogance if you are conscious of your
I'm using the word arrogance today. I'm using the word arrogance from an opponent's standpoint. Yeah. When it's just in you, it's nothing you can do about it. You're not wearing it. It's in you. You can't apologize for something you was born with.
Right.
Yeah, it's
but
different.
In order for us to get in the game,
that really boils down to the viewpoint of the individual looking in. You know what I mean? If you're looking at it from a jealous or envious viewpoint, then you will have those energies attached. But
that's not our fault.
Right. And that's what I'm getting to. It's not my fault that that's how you feel. You deal with that. You know what I mean? And I wish you well with that. But I am where I am, and I'm gonna be where I am, no matter where I go.
Yeah,
we need to recognize that that's what it is as a whole, and stop being emotional, and stop crying about, because at this point, crying don't matter. We too far past crying and complaining about what happened because we still here. So none of that really matters. It really don't matter. Unity, and once the unity happens, there's nothing else that can compare. If we grow unity, no one else and that's why they talk shit about us, because they know that. We just don't know that.
We know that. We know it and we see it. I mean, it's
when I
say
in our
communities. No, when I say we're prevalent, I'm talking about the black people. We're seeing it in our communities from other ethnicities within our community. They are coming together to run our community. Because they
don't dislike us or treat us the way they treat us because of our skin color. That's where people got it mixed up. They treat us the way they treat us because we ignorant to who we are.
Right.
Period.
Right.
If you don't see what you possess, then you don't need to possess it. And why do you get that? So you deserve to be where you at.
If I keep you dumbed down with the liquor, I keep you dumbed down with the entertainment, I keep you dumbed down with all this other stuff that I'm gonna throw in your face and make it flash.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
You've given all of yourself away to everything else. You have no time to focus and build you.
Because
you've been made to feel that you are arrogant. You're not supposed to walk around with your chest and your head high. No, you don't do that.
They found a way to break that. They did it for 400 years, and then they turned around in the 60s when we started to do this. We stood up straight and was like, we got action. They found a way to bring it back down. They gave us a little substance, put us in these communities, and put gates and stuff around them, and said, this is where y'all gonna stay. And we're gonna give you this little substance for y'all to play with. Oh, we're gonna take this black man up out this house and see how you survive and thrive. Oh, y'all not gonna make it. Then we're gonna insert some more stuff to mess y'all up. And
And
it
I'm gonna
broke our
make you,
back.
and I'm gonna make you feel like your brother is your enemy. So whichever one of you start to rise, I'm gonna make you tear him down where I'm not gonna even have to do it.
Quick, fast, and hurry. Easy.
When it don't even matter.
None of
Because
it.
you're gonna have higher energy, you're gonna have lower. We all gonna have it. Just focus on the higher. Yeah, everybody gonna have their demons, everybody gonna have they pitfalls, they things they struggle with. That's life. We here on the 3D
struggle. It's not a struggle if you accept who you are and you're doing what you need to do to survive. It's not a struggle.
You talking from a standpoint of one person. We talking from a collective.
You can't talk from a collective, bro. You can only speak and do for you. When you speak and do, you don't have to talk.
But look here, we on a podcast. We on a podcast. So we telling people in YouTube land that we understand that it's a struggle. And once we all understand that it don't matter, I'm not gonna say it don't matter because some shit is abominable. Some shit you can't come back from. Let's not act like there's things you can't come back from. But generally, we all have them. Stop idolizing anything and appreciate the good in people. Appreciate the light, and it will grow. It will manifest. It will build, and it will build within you. When you only focus on the negative and people's shadow aspect, that's all that's shining within you. And it takes a community to rise. Just because you know it within yourself, if you're not teaching it and not preaching it, it's not growing. That's crabs in a barrel. Yes, I got all this light, but I'm not shining. What sense does that make?
No. Go ahead, cuz. Queen, take a sip. Drink some water or something. Got her all riled up and whatnot.
You see that? Amen. Hallelujah.
Woo!
Amen. Hallelujah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But like I'm on
fire. It's a matter of perception.
Conversations with Cliff. I'm a free-thinking spiritual beast. We can keep it ratchet or classy. I'm here for the conversation.